All right, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the recent GTA 6 leaks that have happened. There have been more leaks that have happened, so that's basically what we're going to be getting into and discussing in this video. So, you know, it's 2026. We're less than 100 days away from the release of what is arguably the most anticipated video game in history. Rockstar Games has obviously been keeping their cards close to their chest. They've shown us a few cinematic trailers, but they haven't shown any actual gameplay yet, which is almost nothing. The hype is reaching a fever pitch, and then this happens. The dam breaks. Basically, we're going to be covering a massive GTA 6 gameplay leak that has taken the entire internet by storm. We're talking about what was leaked, who is behind it, why they did it, and most importantly, what this tells us about the final game that we're supposed to be getting in November. So, on August 18th, 2026, so basically yesterday, the internet was hit with something that sent the gaming world into a frenzy. It was There was a series of clips that had began circulating online, seemingly showing genuine, albeit low quality gameplay footage of Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, the footage is only about, I think, 2 minutes long in total, but it was long enough. It shows, the male protagonist, Jason Duval, in two distinct scenarios. First, we see Jason at what appears to be his safe house. He's not causing chaos. He's just, just chilling, enjoying the weather, enjoying the view or whatever. He's leaning on a balcony railing, and then he walks over to a basketball hoop. And this isn't a cutscene. It's all seamless, fluid gameplay as he picks up the ball and starts, shooting hoops. In the next clip, we see a new focus stat pop up, which increases with each successful shot. It's a small detail, but it suggests Rockstar is leaning into RPG-like elements. Mechanics. Similar to what we saw in Red Dead Redemption 2. Then the second clip is a bit more action-packed. We see Jason driving a pickup truck on a sunny highway. He rams into a vehicle. He gets out, and then he gets into a fist fight with the other driver. But here's where it gets interesting. During the fight, Jason grabs a wrench and starts swinging it, and we can see a stamina bar depleting with each swing. The biggest bombshells from this leak are the new gameplay mechanics. So let's start with the wanted level. For the first time since GTA 4, the wanted meter goes up to 6 stars. Now, in the old game, 6 stars would mean that you were in for a full military response. Like you get tanks, soldiers, helicopters, the works. This confirms that the chaos in GTA 6 is going to reach a whole new level. If these leaks are real, I think they are, and everything. Me personally. So and then there's the car. In the driving clip, eagle-eyed fans spotted a new HUD element next to the minimap. It appears to be a fuel gauge and an engine health indicator. So it looks like GTA 6, you're going to have to manage your car's fuel and maybe even take it for repairs. Imagine running from the cops with a 6-hour wanted level and running out of gas. That is the scenario Rockstar seems to want to put us in. And in terms of gameplay mechanics and realism, the realism factor, I think it's really nice. I think it's really cool how they're incorporating more realism into this particular game. But at the same time, I can definitely see that going to be a pain and definitely going to come back to bite players. In certain playthroughs and certain moments where you're in a high stakes chase and everything, you're about to get away, but your car runs out of gas, or you mess up and crash and everything. Yeah, that's something definitely to think about. All right. Obviously the $1 million question: who did this and why? Well, a group calling itself CyberLeek quickly stepped forward to claim responsibility. they didn't just leak the footage. They posted a manifesto laying out their demands to Rockstar and the wider industry. And here are the three commandments that they have. Number one, thou shalt not sell digital pre-orders. So basically, they are protesting the move toward an all digital future release, pointing out that GTA 6's physical edition is just a box with a code in it, which we've already discussed that and everything, how stupid that is. It's basically just a waste of plastic and everything. Number two is thou shalt not sell fake single player DLC. Now this is a dig at the Ultimate Edition of Grand Theft Auto 6, which locks exclusive cars and outfits behind a paywall. So basically, all the stuff and content and everything, it's basically all in the game and stuff. But Rockstar is they're locking it behind a paywall and everything. Unless you pay like an extra, I think like it was an extra like $20 or so, you're basically not going to get access to this to the extra content and stuff. All right, number three is thou shalt preserve single player content. They cited games like The Crew, which became unplayable after its servers were shut down, as an example of why physical media and offline modes need to be protected. Now, for that particular situation, it was reported that like even people who had physical versions of The Crew, when Ubisoft shut down the servers and everything, they basically killed the game. They reported that their physical versions of The Crew did not work as well. So that's another thing that we need to rectify and everything. That's why I say we need true physical ownership and true digital ownership and everything, because I would like for people to have like both options, and I would like for people to have true ownership for both physical games and digital games. Like how it was back in the day for physical games. You bought a game, the entire game was on the disc and everything. It was complete. There weren't any patches that needed to be applied. It was that's basically what you got in the game and stuff. You owned it. No one can take it away from you. I basically want the same for for digital content and everything. Like how they do it for GOG. You buy it again and stuff. I'm sorry. You buy it on GOG, and you basically own it and stuff. They can't take it away from you. I think you can download the game files or whatever. I think you can burn it to a CD and everything. I think maybe make it physical and stuff. That's basically what I want and stuff. That's basically what everyone would like. All right, and their final warning, and I quote: "If CyberLeek can reach Rockstar, no one is safe. This is a message to all big corpos: behave or be the next target." All right. So naturally the internet exploded, but the reactions were mixed, because the footage was from an older build. I think likely from 2024, according to insiders like NateTheHate, and the quality is degraded from being re-uploaded so many times. So some fans were actually unimpressed. I think it was the year, I think it was either 2023 or 2024 and stuff. And regarding the leaks, obviously legally you need to be careful and everything. So I have to say I may or may not have seen the leaks and everything and stuff. And apparently people were saying that for the leaks, they said the build looked pretty good. It looked pretty good for the quality and everything, and that was 2023 or 2024. So if and when the Netflix extended look does come out, you kind of have to really sit there and wonder how the actual full completed build of the game is gonna look. It probably will look even better. Let's see. The term mid started trending on Twitter. Some people saw the clunky combat and the washed out colors and were thinking, that's it. But, here's the thing. Modders and experts quickly pointed out that the footage was in HDR, and most people's media players weren't displaying the colors correctly, making it look washed out, which, I kind of already figured that. And plus, it's over a year old. This is an early build of the game. if you thought this was the final product, you're missing the entire point. The developers are probably still polishing the hell out of it. All right. And getting into I guess like the fallout and stuff. Rockstar's parent company Take-Two Interactive reacted swiftly. DMCA takedowns started flying across YouTube and Twitter, getting clips removed almost as fast as they were uploaded. And this right here, this behavior by Take-Two Interactive, this is a big reason why I think that those leaks were real and stuff, because usually when these type of so-called like fake leaks happen to come out, people they use mods or whatever on like older games and stuff to like make it look like GTA 6, or they use AI to make like clips or whatever. All right, so basically like anything like that, whether it's like mods or like using, or like people using AI to like make these clips and everything, usually they want to get taken down by Rockstar, like Take-Two Interactive and everything. But since it's seeming that they're real and everything, they're getting taken down. This aggressive response is the biggest indicator that the footage is the real deal. However, not everyone is buying CyberLeek's gamer rights crusade. The group is also promoting a cryptocurrency token and has QR codes on the footage asking for donations. This has led many to suspect this is more of a cash grab than a Robin Hood operation. Even the consumer rights movement Stop Killing Games, who actually fight for the game preservation, publicly condemned the leak. Basically, they released a statement saying, quote, "Do not send these people your money. Using illegal means to make a point is unacceptable to us and does nothing to protect our rights to keep us in what will be paid for." This is just the latest chapter in a long history of GTA 6 leaks. You remember the massive 2022 leak that showed 90 videos of early development? That was a huge blow to the studio. Even the first trailer leaked hours before it was supposed to drop. The new leak feels different because it's hitting so close to home. We are literally just over a week away from the extended look of GTA 6, which is scheduled to premiere on Netflix on August 27th. Rockstar was supposed to control the narrative. Now they're fighting to clean up a mess. So, in conclusion, so what do we take from this? Obviously, you don't judge a game by a grainy 2-minute clip from a 2024 or 2023 build. The presence of stamina bars, fuel gauges, and 6-star wonder levels tells us Rockstar is going all in on immersion and chaos. Yes, the leak happened. Yes, it is a PR nightmare. But as Take-Two CEO said after the 2022 leak, while it's disappointing, it ultimately doesn't harm the product. GTA 6 is still coming out on November 19th for PS5 and Xbox Series X. And let's be real, this leak isn't going to stop anyone from buying this game. It has only made the wait for the Netflix reveal even more intense. So let me know let me know in the comments below. Are you excited about the new mechanics like the fuel gauge, or do you think it's going to be annoying? And what do you think of CyberLeek's manifesto? Do you think it's civil disobedience or digital terrorism? So anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. Also, the CyberLeek and everything. They did say like there are like that they do plan to release more leaks and everything. So basically, this isn't over. I think this is basically just the beginning. I'm not really sure what's going to happen next and stuff. Also, Rockstar, they haven't officially made a statement yet and everything. So yeah, we're still basically waiting for that.